Tomorrow's stars shine tonight. Another edition of Thompson Boxing Promotions, locked and loaded. It's their 18th year of business. Mr. Thompson and the entire crew continue to bring Southern California's young fighters who are hungry for a big shot and the bigger stage, and they bring them here at the DoubleTree Hotel in Ontario. It's been their base for 18 years, and tonight will be the final show of 2018 for Thompson Boxing. Alongside Riverside Rocky, Josecito Lopez, I'm Beto Duran. Thank you for joining us tonight. And you know how this works. The Facebook show, it's a party. It's Friday, you're at home. I was telling Josecito, we're gonna work together the first time. It's not your traditional broadcast. You can interact with us on Facebook. Leave your messages. I will read every single one that you say. So if you claim to be related to Michael Dutchover, I'm going to call you out on that. We have 6 fights coming your way. Share, and share alike. Let everybody know what's going on. Y saludos también a todos los que están mirando en México, para todos los peleadores de esta noche. So here's how it works. I talk, Josecito talks, and you guys interact with us. You have questions for Josecito because he has a big fight coming up, or he's fought in this venue, we will interact with you. 6 fights coming your way. Start with Arnold Dinong, who's 2-0 out of Hawaii. But the main event tonight, a fighter that you like and you saw the last time he was here, knocked somebody out so bad that it was all over the highlights. Michael Dutchover, undefeated from Texas. What do you like about this Dutchover kid?
He has a future. He's really smart. He has a good trainer. He has a good corner. And he's being patient inside the ring. And he's taking care of business so far in 10 fights.
He turned 21 yesterday, did not have a birthday cake. He said he looked at it, but he was on weight, though. He was feeling it, but he didn't want to have it until after the fight. What's it like, though, wearing a suit at the DoubleTree? It's
you know
weird,
what?
right?
I'm used to wearing trunks and some boxing gloves on, but today I had to dress up a little bit.
Well, you look good. You look good. We'll get that going for you. Josecito Lopez, Beto Duran, and you. Thompson Boxing, 18th year. It's locked and loaded. Our final show of 2018. Share, like, and let them know that Sonny Franco is in the ring right now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Thompson Boxing Promotions would like to welcome you to the DoubleTree Hotel in Ontario, California. Ladies and gentlemen, the fighters are ready. The judges are ready. Ontario, California, are you ready? Well, let's get the party started. Please welcome out of the red corner from San Quintin, Mexico. Here is Alex Guerrito Solario. His opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner from Iwa Beach, Hawaii. Here is Arnold, the Hawaiian Pitbull Dinong. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We're coming to you live around the world on Thompson Boxing Facebook Live from the DoubleTree Hotel in the beautiful city of Ontario, California, where tonight Thompson Boxing Promotions is proud to present the 2018 season finale of Locked and Loaded. We begin tonight's event with the first bout of the evening, scheduled for 4 rounds of action in the Super Featherweight Division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout should it go the distance are Eddie Hernandez Sr., Raul Caiz Sr., Fernando Villarreal, and the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Zach Young. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner to my left. He steps to the ring tonight wearing the black trunks with gold. When he steps onto the scale, he weighed in officially at 127.5 ready pounds. As a professional, his record stands 4 victories against 4 defeats, with 1 of his wins coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, de San Quintin, Mexico, here is Alex Guerrito Solario. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He steps to the ring tonight wearing the green trunks with yellow. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in officially at 127.5 solid pounds. Tonight, he enters ring undefeated. 2 wins with 0 losses. 1 of those wins coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Iwa Beach, Hawaii, introducing Arnold, the Hawaiian Pitbull Denon. Once again, your referee in charge, Zach Young, give the final instructions.
Our first fight of the night, Arnold Denon, 24 years old. Alex Solorio, 22, as we are ready to go. Here at the DoubleTree Hotel in Ontario, Beto Duran, Josecito Lopez. We are underway. Arnold Denon is the Hawaiian Pitbull. D-A is how you say it. They told me. You don't spell it with the T-H-E. You know, it's the Hawaiian Pitbull. Iwo Beach, Hawaii. Now living in San Mateo, California. He's 2-0, 1 KO. Last time we saw him was at the Stormhouse in Salinas. Alex Solorio, his opponent, in the black. He's 4-4, 1 stoppage out of San Quintin, Mexico. You're like, where's that at? You ever been to Ensenada? Past that. On the way down to La Paz. It's like way down there. Not much boxing, but he said he's a scrapper. And here they are in our opening bout, 4 rounds. What up, Trini Cervantes? Ruckus, what's happening? Arlene Denon. Are you related to Arlene out of Iwo Beach? Ruckus predicting a 2nd round knockout. And no, for you that are wondering, Steve Kim is no longer working the broadcast. And I'm going to let Josecito talk. Don't trip, Josecito. I got you. We have to let people know Steve Kim's all his followers. Steve Kim has now taken a full-time exclusive job with ESPN with Arnold Denon trying to make some highlights. Kim is now a writer and contributor for ESPN Boxing. He is full-time, and when you sign with ESPN, it means you are exclusive to him. We wish him the best, and pretty sure he'll be watching, and great working with him. But we're going to have a rotating cast, and Josecito Lopez, remember the first time you fought at the DoubleTree? What was that like?
Oh, wow. That was some years ago already.
Hey, man, don't make it sound old.
Yeah, I know, right? I think I fought here in 2003, to be exact, and about 15 years ago, where I made my 5th pro fight here.
So your 5th fight. What's it like when you're the first fight of the night? Because, like, the crowd's not in there. They're still getting beer and nachos.
You know what? Personally, I like it. Get it over the way, get out of it, and maybe even catch the main event by the time you get out of the dressing room.
Lukey Boxing out of Northern California gives us a report. Arnold is a good fighter, has to learn on the job. Not a lot of Amis? Not like amateur fights. Okay, yeah, Arnold Dinong.
Yeah, Arnold turned pro just February this year, so just fairly new to the pro game.
Yeah, we saw him in Salinas the night Ruben Villa was the main event, and we had a couple decisions, and this dude jumps in and just destroys the opponent. We're like, and Alex Campanovo, if you knock somebody out, he's gonna open up some eyes, and that's what's got to happen, right? Especially when you're young and you don't have a promoter, you got to open up some eyes.
Right. Yes. He has a tough task in front of him. Alex Solorio turned pro in 2014. He has some experience on his side.
So if you guys have any questions for Josito Lopez, we'll be here all night long, 6 fights, working our way towards the main event of Michael Dutchover and Ruben Tamayo. And we know that there's fights going on in Oklahoma City. That's where Alex Campanovo is at, as Roberto Araiza is there. So give us some updates. What happened on the ESPN show in Oklahoma City? We ain't acting like we're gonna oh no, we're the only show here. We know what's up. It's Friday night, man. We know you guys are out there all over the place. So let's go. Arlene Dinong. See, I told you it's his mom. She's watching us in Iwa Beach, Hawaii. Aloha to the 808. Saul Sanchez, the beast. Undefeated fighter who had to put on a great scrap the last time we were here. Saul injured his pinky finger. Miguel Cubos, saludos Cubos. Hey, I saw Cubos. So Cubos is his cruiserweight, right? He's from San Luis Potosí. And this dude, he doesn't have the best looking body. ¿Verdad que sí, Cubos? Que no tiene los músculos, pero es un bueno. Pero he wins the crowd every single time.
Oh, really?
He's one of those dudes. And he's always watching us.
That's what it's all about.
Rock is saying Josito's going to shock the world when he beats Keith Thurman. And we'll get into that as your fight has been announced. You're going to be fighting Keith Thurman. Congratulations to you. When is that?
That'll be happening January 26th, just 9 weeks away on Fox. So tune in.
We're at?
Like somebody said, I'm going to shock the world. This will be at Barclays Center in New York, Brooklyn.
Oh, hey, that's a good venue, man. Brooklyn, have you ever been there?
You know what? I've never been there. I've only got to fight once in the East Coast, and that was in Florida. So going back to the East Coast in January, it should be a little cold, but I'm ready to do it.
Now, Barclays Center's got a good vibe. It's the same people that designed Staples Center designed it, so you have that vibe of a big place, really cool. They like their boxing out there. It's Arnold Dinong in the green. Looking good here. Yoni Rodriguez, saludos in Baja California. And also, what's up to the people watching us on YouTube? Maria Dinong, what's happening? Cyprus are great. Let's go Hawaii. Alberto Velázquez, saludos que le está apoyando a Alex Solorio. Para Luis Montellano, que sigue después de esta pelea. Solorio getting caught with the hook. Ruckus is over here asking all these questions like he's a reporter, man. All right, I'm going to ask you one. Why don't you just get him on your show? Why don't you have him on there? But he wants to know who you're working out with Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. All you have to do is follow Cumbia's Instagram and the photographer, and you see who you're working out with. Yeah, you get good work with Robert Garcia, right?
Well, the best work. We got the best trainer with the best training camp, and some of the best fighters in the gym, man. So sparring 3 times a week, we really got to stay sharp and stay on top of everything.
Who do you get most of the work with?
You know what? I mix it up with every single one of the guys out there, from 40 to 60. Boxing and working with everyone.
End of the second round. Oh, good exchange at the bell. Third round of action. It's scheduled for 4. Rosy Solorio, saludos desde Baja California. Sobrino. Good scrap here between the youngster Arnold Dingong, experience-wise, 2-0. Alex Solorio, 4-4. The jab from Dingong, the Hawaiian. Isabel Rodriguez, vamos Alex.
Dingong working really good off the jab, feinting, working his way in, coming in with the lead left hook. Dingong doing good work. Coming from Daly City, really near San Francisco in the Bay Area.
Yep. Does that work with the snack system with Victor Connie up there? Saludos, Raul Tovar. Cynthia Salinas, let's go Arnold. And that's the thing, like, this is only Dingong's 3rd pro fight, but they give him a good, hard opponent.
Yeah, an opponent with experience, with 8 fights. Some guy that's been there for some rounds already.
He'll land a good shot just like he did there. Chuy Sanchez, saludos de San Luis Potosí. Alex got some fans on the Facebook.
Alex has actually been in there with some tough opponents. His 4 losses have a combined record of 19 wins with 1 loss. So he hasn't lost to just anybody. He's lost to some tough guys.
Emilio Sanchez checking in, fresh off a victory last week over Kike Bernache at the Fancy Springs. Yeah, Lukey checking in. This guy's fought Gabe Flores, Mario Ramos. Flores, the youngest ever top-ranked fighter. Turned pro when he was 17 from Stockton. Appreciate you, Lukey, checking in and all the updates. That's another thing people don't understand, though. Like, you're like, okay, he's 4-4, but the dudes that they fight, man, they come in, especially when these Mexicans that you have no idea who they are, they give it to you, right?
You can always expect a very tough fight, and according to their experience, it could be a crucial one. So you got to be careful with these fighters coming out from down south.
Especially the first couple of fights, you know your opponent. Look, you're any kind of prospect. Your first couple of fights, the Steve Kim say the first 10, they're grooming you. But if you're not one of those highly touted prospects, it's like they throw you the wolves right away, right?
Yeah.
Third round, winding down. And Solorio warming up. Gets caught with 1. 3 rounds in the books. Down in Lanuza, what's happening? Alejandro Solis in Tijuana. Vamos, Cholos. Rigo Alfaro. What up, Josecito? Shout out from Salinas. Home of Ruben Villa IV.
What's up, Salinas?
Yeah, we've been there twice this year for Thompson shows at Stormhouse. Mark Antalan. We know the Hawaiians go just as hard, bro. I've been to the derbies. I know what's up. Had the Heinekens with you guys. And you're right, I love the Hawaiian fighters. One of my favorites, Brian Valoria. Heck of an accomplished career.
Yeah, final round.
4th and final round. A good scrap in our opening bout. Arnold Dingong in the green. He's undefeated, 2-0. Alex Solorio, the tough one, 4-4. He's in black and yellow. Good combinations from Dingong. Just like that, attacking the body. Good little flurry from the Hawaiian. Stiff jab from Dingong. The Hawaiian Pitbull, DA. That's right, not the. They told me, man, don't be saying the. I was like, all right. They tried to spell it for me. I was like, you know I'm a broadcaster. I don't spell, bro. Good combination. 1, 2, 3 going upstairs, Dingong. 4-round fights are so tough, huh?
Yeah, they are. You know what? Because you can just slip one round or maybe even get caught in one round and get dropped, and you're fighting for a draw. So they're really tough.
Oh, Tovar quiere una de Vicente Fernández calmado y ahora es DJ. Right for Solorio. Dinong answers with the counter. Stiff jab. Good scrap. Dinong doesn't look like a kid who's only 2-0.
Yeah, Dinong's doing good, throwing punches and combinations and using the ring very well.
But you got to finish the round too, right?
Yes, he's putting punches together. That's the most important part, and moving out of any danger that Alex Solorio might bring to him.
Dinong's going to learn as he progresses, as some blood comes down the nose of Solorio. These Mexican dudes, they can all take a punch. You go upstairs, aguantan. "30 seconds to go in the round as Solorio spits out a lot of blood." Those mocos are all over the ring right now. Yeah, it's Zach Taylor, the referee, stops that, and he looks, he's like, what did he spit out? It's more than just blood. Yeah, doctor says he's fine. But Zach is like, it looks like it's throw up almost. It's nasty in the ring.
Yeah, that's a chunk.
That's a fun fight right there. That's how you open up the final Thompson show of 2018. Two youngsters just go scrapping at it.
That's a scrap.
Solorio just comes to throw.
Solorio just won't give up, man.
Frank, Ola Q, what's happening? Well, people need to turn in to these shows. Why don't you share it on your Facebook? Let them know to come jump in, man. Big look, yeah, that was a good fight. With all the Dinong's fans jumping in, strong finish. Coming up next, 119-pounders Mario Hernandez, Luis Montellano. That'll be our second fight of the night. 6 total. As the Hawaiians tuning in. What's it like 6:30 in Hawaiian? Brandon Stubbs, what's happening? Beto Duran alongside Josecito Lopez here ringside at the DoubleTree Hotel in Ontario. Did you say your 5th fight was here at the DoubleTree?
My, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was my 4th fight here in Ontario. Some years ago already. I believe it was in 2004.
And where did you do your first fight?
My first fight was in Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, where I got a first-round knockout in 46 seconds.
46 seconds?
46 seconds of the first round. Actually, I didn't even get hit in that fight.
Did you even sweat?
I broke a sweat in the locker room.
There must have been like 30 people in the crowd.
Actually, yeah, maybe less, if that.
All right, well, it's like the ushers, the commission.
The commission.
Hey, man, you already got some blood on your shirt.
Oh, man, they got me.
Hey!
You know what? Actually, I fought on the undercard. If you remember, you might remember, I fought on the undercard of Antonio Margarito and Six Heads Lewis.
Yeah, you're the first fight.
I was the opening bout on that night.
At 3 o'clock.
In February of 2003. At 18 years old.
Good for you. Sonny Franco is getting away from the throw-up. He's in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4 exciting rounds of action. To the judges' scorecards we go. All 3 judges, Ed Hernandez Sr., Raul Caiz Sr., and Fernando Villarreal, all see the bout the same, 40-36, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, And still undefeated out of the blue corner, Arnold, the Hawaiian Pickle Dinong.
Arnold Dinong is now 3-0. Go back to San Mateo with undefeated record. And what up, Saul Neno Rodriguez? Checking in right now. Neno, that was the first fight. We have 5 more to go. Why don't you share on your Facebook? You're really popular, man. You got a lot of followers. Let them know Josecito's working these cards right now. And Joe and Mona Lopez send this message. Josecito, don't ever lose the heart of a boxer and champion you have. You never give up. Great example for upcoming boxers. Thank you from Rupa in Riverside. Damn, that camera's close. How many chins I got to show right there? Beto Duran, Josecito Lopez, who's in real good shape. What weight are you going to fight Keith Thurman at?
Welterweight, 147.
147, and that'll be January 26th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, as that fight was officially announced, and it's going to be on regular Fox, huh?
On Fox, right after The Simpsons. Not quite, but...
No, you're on the East Coast.
On
You'll
Fox.
be. Hey, but you get to find the same network as The Simpsons, man.
Right, yeah.
And Married with Children, as they used to be on there. We're here at ringside. Josecito is my partner for tonight. Appreciate everybody joining us on the Facebook. Coming up next, Mario Hernandez, Luis Montellano. Then after that, a kid from Riverside, Luis Ruiz, against Nam Fan. Then Richard Brewer, Upland, California, against Tony Hernandez from Missouri. Then Pedro Moreno, Eric Aguirre. Then the main event, Michael Dutchover, Ruben Tamayo. So you're getting your work in with Robert Garcia, RGBA in Riverside. And you were telling us during the fight that you go from 47 to 60, so you got Virgil Ortiz and you got some of the other guys in there. What's it like in that environment?
You just got to stay sharp. You know, I'm the experienced veteran, and I got these young lions coming at me and, really trying to make a name for themselves. And, I really got to give them work and got to give each other work. So I get the best of both worlds, man. I give work, I get work. I train and spar some of the best fighters coming up, and I'm training alongside Mikey Garcia, man, which is some of the best experience you can get.
Yeah, Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence also announced. So the who's who inside that RGBA, and the who's who is in our ring right now, the one and only Sonny Franco.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the action going once again. Please welcome out of the red corner from Baja California, Tijuana, Mexico. Here is Luis Cañitas Montellano. And now please welcome his opponent, making his way to the ring out of the blue corner from Santa Ana, California. Here is Mario El Gallito Hernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the DoubleTree Hotel in Ontario, California, Thompson Boxing Promotions is proud to present the next bout of the evening, scheduled for 6 rounds of action in the bantamweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout, should it go the distance, are Eddie Hernandez Sr., Raul Caiz Sr., and Fernando Villarreal. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Dr. Lou Moret. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner to my left. He stepped to the ring tonight wearing the black trunks trimmed with blue. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 118.6 solid pounds. As a professional, his record stands 0 victories against 3 defeats, with 2 bouts even. Ladies and gentlemen, join us tonight from Baja California, Tijuana, Mexico, introducing Luis Cañitas Montellano. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He stepped in the ring tonight wearing the white trunks trimmed with black. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 118.7 solid pounds. Tonight, he enters ring undefeated. 7 wins with 0 losses, with 1 bout even. 3 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Santa Ana, California, introducing Mario El Gallito Hernandez.
As we are ready to go, our second bout of the night, Mario Hernandez, Luis Montellano, Beto Duran, Josecito Lopez. Hector Vega, you're right. Mario Hernandez trainer is Hector out of TKO Boxing in Santa Ana, or Santa Ana, depends how you want to say it. He has Alexis Rocha, Ronnie Rios. So there you see.
In Santa Ana, actually known for creating a lot of good fighters out of Santa Ana. You know, I fought a good fighter in Santa Ana in the amateurs, and I know they've made a lot of good fighters coming from Santa Ana. So, shouts to Santa Ana.
That's the voice of Josecito Lopez. Will be fighting Keith Thurman January 26th at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. He used to fight here at the DoubleTree. As we said in the opening, what's it like wearing a suit? It's different, right?
Yeah, it is, but I usually don't get blood on me when I have a suit, but not today.
Hey, man. Mario Hernandez, 7-0-1, 3 KOs. Born in Teocatiche, Jalisco, Mexico.
Yeah, it's really close to Aguascaliente, Mexico. It's north central Mexico.
Yeah. Hector Vega, saludos Beto Josito. You guys are dope. Yeah, we know that. Or at least I do. Josito. Fabian Gonzalez, Puro Teocaltiche. Teocaltiche is actually, for you, Josito, it's the next town over from Nochislan, Zacatecas, where my parents are from. So I've actually been to that little town. That's why he has Teocal on his trunks. And he's up against Luis Montellano, nicknamed the Pitbull. This dude is weird looking, lanky, the body size. He started boxing last year. Not as a pro, I mean, in general, last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is the second time with Thompson. He fought at the Omega Products this summer, and he just gives you those weird angles. And, you know, he just moves around so much. And, you know, you came up through the amateurs, guys become polished. But then you have these guys that just have, like, weird angles. It's hard, right? A little frustrating at times?
Right. You know, it's the opponent. You know, sometimes you're not going to look the best against certain opponents, and this might be one of them for Mario Hernandez.
Luis Cruz in Texas. What's happening? Brandon Stubbs, what's up, man? That's right, I am wearing a velvet jacket. What? Last show of the year, coming strong, baby, and it is purple. Like you said, boomerang. Good left hook from Hernandez.
Oh, good exchange.
Yeah.
Luis Montellano finishing strong with his 5th fight this year.
Like, he doesn't know he's an opponent. Like, that's his attitude. Like, the couple times I've talked to him, he's like, I'm just here to play. I'm just here to fight. Like, he's got that attitude, like the innocence. Like you do know they're giving you against guys that are good, right?
Yeah, right.
Venimos a pelear. That's his attitude. Jerry Kapanen, yes, Arnoldino won decision.
Good first round.
Yep. Eric Ituarte, speaking of people at TKO Boxing, checking in right now. Appreciate you. How come you're not here, Eric? What are you doing? Mark Pell's watching us in the UK. Steve Kim, hola, you guys are looking good, sounding good, stream crystal clear. Steve Kim must be a first-time viewer of this show. Appreciate you. Alex Bale, Spokane, Washington. Leon, what's happening? You can check that out on the Thompson Boxing Instagram account. Joe Surratt, big fan of Josito Lopez. Saul Rodriguez, I like your location.
Saul Rodriguez from Riverside, California. He actually just fought not even a month ago. Came back with I believe a 2nd round knockout.
Jay Hernandez in Villa Hidalgo, Jalisco. Henry Vargas, I'm betting my savings on you, Josito. You better win.
You got it, man.
Yeah.
Put it all. Bet the house.
Yeah. As he gets pushed down, Hernandez. Undefeated Mario Hernandez in the white, 7-0-1. Luis Montellano, who is 0-3-2, the pit bull, the tall, lanky lefty.
Luis Montellano not quite fighting like a fighter that hasn't won a fight in
I told
5
you.
fights yet, man. He's hanging in there tough and making some good exchanges with Mario Hernandez.
I told you, he doesn't know that he hasn't won yet. Like, he's got that attitude of like, whatever, it's a fight, let's just go. Like, usually if you haven't won and your opponent is 7-0, you give him a little bit of respect, right?
Right, you fight in there a little tentative, a little cautious, but no, Luis is in there letting his hands go.
And those are dangerous too, those dudes who don't know their role, right? Like, you're supposed to be here as an opponent, bro.
Luis didn't get the memo.
Ray Fernandez checking in at Chevron Refinery. El Segundo? What's up, Ray? For Richard Brewer, who comes up in 2 more fights from now. This one's scheduled for 6 rounds. And you see Montellano get a little tired now in this round. Joey, who's watching right now, he's like, I'm going for the southpaw just because I'm a zurdo also. Appreciate everybody checking in on the Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you guys share Thompson Boxing, bringing good scraps. This is our second one. Good left from Hernandez. Oh, another good left from Hernandez. Going upstairs to Hernandez. He sees something in the final seconds of the second. Good scrap so far, Hernandez and Montellano. Good scrap breaking out between Mario Hernandez, undefeated fighter in white. Luis Montellano, if you're just checking in right now. Hector Vega says, Josito, what part of Mexico is your family from?
My mom is from Torreon, Coahuila, and my dad is from Jalisco and Colima, right borderline. So he actually considers himself from both, but born in Colima and raised in Jalisco.
See, I told you it's a different broadcast, man. You ain't doing this on Fox Show. It's like Q&A with Josecito. It's Mario Hernandez trying to go upstairs to Luis Montellano. Canitas is his nickname. Body shot from Hernandez. That's what you got to do, right? The big guy, just go to the body.
Yeah, you got to chop him down. It looks like he's landed some good ones and slowed Luis down.
Hernandez pushing him back. Montellano with his hands down. He better get him up. He gets hit upstairs. He's trying to move her off the ropes. Hernandez doesn't have that big knockout power punch, but he will go after you.
Yes,
he'll throw punches.
It's that swarming punches and bunches that'll get you. And Mario Hernandez is doing a good job today. Going to the body and finishing upstairs, putting that pressure. He sees a little weakness in Luis, so he's putting it on him.
The swarming from Hernandez, not letting Montellano in the black breathe. He pushes him back.
I think some of the body shots has taken effect on Luis, and Mario's putting on the pressure, finishing strong.
But he's not sitting down on his punches, huh? No power coming from Hernandez right now?
You know what? It's not necessarily one punch knockout power, but those are definitely punches that could be felt by Luis, and he's landing some good solid punches so far.
Second fight of the night, 6 total. This one's scheduled for 6 rounds. Finally they separate. Ooh. 1-2. Hernandez didn't start fighting until he was in his 20s. Had a kid, needs some money, here you go.
Right, he stayed busy this year, has fought 5 times this year, and last year actually only fought 3 times, so busy year for Mario.
Jerry Company, Dinong did win a unanimous decision. Thanks for joining us right now. Hector Vega. Man, here, I'll answer for you, Hector. That way you don't DM Josito all these questions. What's going to be your walkout song in New York? Man, they barely announced it, bro.
I know, right? You know what? I keep my walkout song a secret. My corner doesn't even know, and I usually let my corner know the day of the weigh-in, so it's a surprise, but it's going to be a good one, so you got to listen out for it.
La Chona, right? It's La Chona. Second bout of the night, 4th round. It's a good one between Mario Hernandez and Luis Montellano. Now the question is going to be, can Montellano maintain with the conditioning? He's a young fighter. No amateur experience. Yeah, Martin Bernal, that is the Riverside Rocky working with me right now. You start off at Thompson Boxing trying to sell tickets. Now they're hiring you to talk about it.
Right?
Never burn bridges, people. Understand that.
That's right.
It's boxing. Everybody burns a bridge.
You know,
Wait till I get fired. I'm going to let people know.
Thompson Promotions gave me my first opportunity growing up as an 18-year-old and signed me to my first promotional contract.
For real? You didn't have one before that?
Nope. I was an unsigned fighter, fighting my first 3 fights as an unsigned fighter, and Thompson gave me an opportunity, and really built me up to become a known fighter, and because of them, I'm where I'm at today.
Hey, what's that like though when you're a young fighter and you're just trying to find somebody to give you a shot? Like you're fighting the first fight, like these guys right here, second fight of the night. Now Hernandez is with Thompson, but his first 3 fights he wasn't. What's that like when you walk in here knowing that? Is there like extra pressure on you?
Yeah, there's some pressure, man.
Or do you not even notice?
Yeah, there is some pressure, but if this is something that you've wanted to do and you love doing it, you're gonna do your best at it, and hopefully it shows to everybody out there. And you gotta let your heart out and fight your heart out inside the ring. And when people see that, they realize that that's what you want, and hopefully you're good enough to make it out to the world class level.
As Roker says, Thompson got him the Canelo fight. You know what? I'm going to say this for Josito, who I just met right now. Josito got himself that Canelo fight. Your promoter helps, but if you're not performing and knocking fools out, you ain't getting nothing.
That's right. Fighter first has to perform and take care of business inside the ring. A promoter can't win a fight for you.
Unless on Instagram. There's so many Instagram fighters right now. Yeah, I said it. Beto Duran, Josito Lopez, our second bout of the night. The main event, Michael Dutchover, Ruben Tamayo. Should be a good test for Dutchover. The co-feature, young Pedro Moreno, undefeated from Sacramento, California, as we're checking in. Hey, did you go to Disneyland a couple weeks ago?
I went to Disneyland probably a good month and a half ago, 2 months.
Martin Bernal, spotted him at Disneyland, a big crowd, had to get a picture of Josito. Man, can't go nowhere. In the corner.
Ooh, Mario really working the body.
You like seeing that from young fighters too, don't you?
I love it, man. The body is almost always an investment. You can't expect the reward right away most times, but if you invest to the body early, a few rounds down the line, it'll pay off.
As the corner of Montellanos en eso. Y saludos a Don Miguel Saucedo Montelongo. What up, Veronica Ruelas?
Really good exchanges by both fighters right now. Montellano is probably landing his best shots that he's landed all fight, and but Mario's still coming forward and attacking.
Pitbull Gym. If you're training at a gym called Pitbull, I can't, in Tijuana. As I asked Montellano, why do you fight? He's like, I like it. I mean,
I understand him.
Yeah. Look at Ruckus over here promoting his own show. Man, I'm going to report you for spam over here. Boxing Rundown on Mondays from Legends Gym in Norwalk. That's where Michael Dutchover gets good quality sparring. Jonathan Machado in Argentina.
Nice double left hook by Mario, body and head, really getting Luis's attention.
Ángel Montellano, familia de Luis Montellano. ¿Por qué le dicen Canitas? ¿Por qué tiene ese apodo?
Cierra el round. No, don't show with your hands. Cierra la ley. Put your hands up. 30,
Margarito Oropesa in Las Vegas. Mike Munguia, what's happening? Hector, I don't keep score, man. I'm too busy reading Facebook to keep score.
Loop the right. There you go. Loop the right.
And as always, Linus Esquire watching us in Philadelphia. Right in, Linus, the big boxing head, watches everything. Montellano kid doesn't have a win, only face solid prospects. Imagine if they actually matched him against somebody that he could beat. Because he's fun to watch. He give you that scrap. And Linus also adds in Riverside Rocky win over Victor remains one of the best feel-good wins of the past decade. He's earned everything he's got through hard work. People still bring that up to you, the Victor Ortiz fight?
I get thanked for it every other day. Anywhere I go, I can go to the grocery store and people will thank me for it.
Now, I was at that fight as a fan, and I was in the suite, right? So I'm gonna tell you right now, I was lit. By the time we got to your fight, but my friends had told me like, hey, this Josito has a chance at an upset. Josito has a chance at an upset. I'm like, all right. So I was watching this, and I'm like, just the way it all unfolded. I remember hearing Staples Center like erupt when that happened. What did you hear?
Electricity, man. I've never felt that big of a high in a fight. It was the biggest moment of my career.
Yeah, obviously.
It was a highlight, man. I barely remember any of the moments right after the fight, but it was the best feeling ever.
Changed your life, right?
Yeah, sure did. Sure did.
We'll have a big one against Keith Thurman, January 26th on Fox. Sixth and final round. Y saludos a César Barrantes in Nicaragua. It's Mario Hernandez playing the bigger shots in this fight. Control the fight. Hernandez in the white. 7-0-1, 3 KOs. TKO Boxing in Santana, California. Trainer Hector rocking his traditional Patriots cap. You hear him. As, Mario was very green when they came to him. Started boxing at the age of 21. Here he is now, and he's in a weight division, 118, where you can move him. Montellano in the black, the southpaw. You see the pace is slowed down. That's another thing people don't understand, though. You go from 4 rounds to 6 for a reason, right? Your lungs start burning, right, when you're not used to them?
Right, it's a big difference. Now you're working for 6 rounds. Mario Hernandez really not making that 6-inch advantage too much of an advantage. He's working well, coming inside, and he's invested to the body early and slowed down Luis enough to where he can attack and not have too much danger in front of him.
Sylvia Martinez watching us in Utah. They got a great Mexican spot in Utah, in Salt Lake City. The Red Iguana. I kid you not. Salt Lake City, probably one of the best Mexican spots I've ever been to in my life.
Way.
Legit. Line out the door. I was there working Lakers in Utah. They're like, when you go to this Mexican place, I'm like, I ain't going to Mexican in Salt Lake City. Dude. Oh, man. Red Iguana, everybody knows about it. So the next day I went to Alberto's. Good scrap, a fun scrap between Mario Hernandez and Luis Montellano. There's Montellano is that kid that comes in. Looks like he's going to lose another decision, but he's going to give you everything he can. Good learning experience for Mario Hernandez as they go the distance. Juan Manzo wants to know, Josito, how much money does a fighter get when they win a fight? Let me tell you this right now. When you're fighting the DoubleTree, you're probably losing money. When you're on Fox, you all of a sudden have a lot of new cousins, right? A lot of new friends, right?
Right, every time.
You fight Canelo, hey, that's my cousin. Like Bob and Labama, that dude's my brother, right?
Yeah, you get approached then saying that you're related, but they're not quite sure how, but you're related somehow. You know, in boxing, unfortunately for many of us, it's a long-term investment, man. You fight for a long time, hoping that you make it out to the big leagues and get to big paydays, but you don't really make money till you get up to the big stage.
And just to let you guys know, your manager takes a big percentage, and then the IRS takes a big percentage.
Yep.
They don't care that you only made $800 today.
The IRS is the first one to get paid.
That night.
Right?
Y saludos a todos los que están mirando en Teocaltiche, Jalisco, México. Esperando el resultado de Mario Hernández.
Saludos para Jalisco, México.
También Aguascalientes checking in right now. That's coming up next. Leo Ruiz, NAM fan. People in Texas. We got people in Idaho. How much did you make for your first fight?
My first fight, I went home with about $600.
And you fought at Mandalay.
And I fought at Mandalay Bay. I tried to cash my check downstairs at the Mandalay Bay Casino, and they wouldn't let me. Why? Because I was 18 years old. I had to celebrate my fight at Circus Circus.
No! At the Midway? Midway. Lucio. Sonny Franco looking clean.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6 exciting rounds of action to the judges' scorecards we go. All three judges, Eddie Hernandez Sr., Raul Caiz, and Fernando Villarreal, all seated about the same, 59-55, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated from Santa Ana, California, Mario El Gallito Hernández.
Y arriba, Teocaltiche, Mexico. You see Teocal on his trunks. El Gallito Mario Hernandez gets his 8th victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome inside the ring to present the winner of the awards. From 4 to 5, please welcome Mr. Kent and Wyatt Lewis.
And here ringside, Beto Duran, Josito Lopez. Look, you see all the notes? Hey, this is what you call prep right there. They're not my notes. Josito, you even, wait a minute. Hold up. He's got highlighters.
I got some highlighters.
Oh, this isn't an audition. This was legit, man. Josito Lopez will fight January 26th against Keith Thurman. He used to scrap here inside the DoubleTree in Ontario. As Josito Lopez just told me that he made $600 your first fight. The
$600.
And how much was did everybody think you made? Like probably $6 million, huh?
Oh yeah, everybody just assumes I became a millionaire after my 5th fight.
And right now, look, the Thompson Boxing crew, that kid right there, young man, John Caballero. Love him. Like, if you follow my Instagram, I like messing with him a lot. He is decided to go to the Navy. December 11th, John Caballero is going to enroll in the U.S. Navy, and we wish him the best out here working. He can't hear me, so that's even better. Let me give him a lot of praise. Hard-working kid. The entire crew that we have, they're hard workers. But you, John Caballero, really salute you. Since the day I met you, I knew, I was like, this kid has some potential. And he sent me a message the other day on my Instagram, said, Beto, I'm going to the Navy. I was like, are you nervous? No. He said, I'm working out. So, John, thank you for your service, and you're doing great. Really proud of you as you head on to the next phase in your career. We have 4 more fights coming your way as everybody comes in, and they're like, so letting us in time. Robert Olivares, cool, bro. Roberto Olivares says, one time is gonna get you, Osito. Okay, like you haven't heard that before, right? Like, you understand he's been an underdog his entire career, so he's like used to people saying that to you. Like, when people say that, do you like, what happens?
In one ear, out the other.
So we'll see that right there, January 26th. Coming up next, Leo Ruiz, and after that, Richard Brewer, Pedro Moreno, Michael Dutch over. So right now, we're taking a break as they're throwing out t-shirts. I want to know this. When you fight at the DoubleTree, like, look, you and I have been at big pay-per-views. I've worked Canelo fights. You fought Canelo. Like, it's something special about fighting, like, in Las Vegas. The big pay-per-views, all that stuff. But also, your roots, when you're in the hotel, you come in here and it's like, does it give you like these flashbacks, these memories, like going back to like elementary or something like that?
Yeah, well, this place definitely gives me flashbacks. You know, I was here when I was a kid, basically. I made my early fights, and from the time I was 18 up until I was about 24 years old. So, you know, I have a lot of memories here. Had full packed house here every fight I had, and me alongside one of my stablemates, Chris Arriola, who really packed house here and created one of the biggest memories here in Thompson Boxing.
There was a dude here with a Riverside Rocky shirt. Did you know him?
Actually, I know him. You know what? A couple people sent me messages telling me they'd be here to support me, and I'm appreciative for everyone that's always supported me.
As you come in, people are like it. Josito commenting, that's what's up. Tired of this one-time guy. Andre Barrera, Josito took Victor's heart. Jeez, maybe I should screen this before I start reading them. Everything else. What we got for our next fight? Keep the comments coming. I'm reading all of them. Saludos a todos los que están mirando en México. Sonny Franco habla español.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the action going once again. Please welcome out of the red corner from Garden Grove, California. Please welcome Nam Fan.
He's Vietnamese from Garden Grove. Nam Fan coming into mariachi. I mean,
Love it.
that's how you win the crowd, right? Nam Fan 3-7-1, MMA fighter as well, but he comes in and brings the scrap. Said he had 2 weeks notice, and for him, that's a long time for Nam Fan.
And now please welcome his opponent out of the blue corner from San Bernardino, California, Harry Leo Ruiz. Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the DoubleTree Hotel in Ontario, California, Thompson Boxing Promotions is proud to present Locked and Loaded. We continue on with the next bout of the evening, scheduled for 4 rounds of action in the junior middleweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout should it go the distance are Eddie Hernandez Sr., Raul Caiz, and Fernando Villarreal. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Zach Young. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, But out of the red corner to my left, he steps to the ring tonight wearing the blue trunks with white. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 155 pounds even. Tonight, as a professional, he enters the ring with a record consisting of 3 victories against 7 defeats with 1 bout even. Ladies and gentlemen, from Garden Grove, California, introducing Nam Fan. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He steps in the ring tonight wearing the red trunks trimmed with white. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in at a ready 152.6 solid pounds. Tonight, he enters the ring undefeated. 2 wins with 0 losses. One of those victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from San Bernardino, California, introducing Leo Ruiz. Once again, your referee, Zach Young, give the final instructions.
Zach Young, the third man in the ring, as Leo Ruiz and Nam Pham get going. 19-year-old Leo Ruiz gets a good challenge tonight. Don't let Nam Pham's age at 35. This dude is in the gym. He spars 3 times a week. And he's an MMA fighter who actually was in the Ultimate Fighter, owns his own MMA gym in Garden Grove, Nam Pham MMA Academy. But he will give you scraps. He goes the distance with people, makes it hard, and it's going to be interesting to see how Leo Ruiz, 2-0, has never faced anybody like Pham, who's awkward with his style. You ever fight an MMA guy?
Not that I believe, but Nam Pham has lost 7 times out of his last 8 fights, but he does have some experience. He's fought 40 rounds, and to young Leo Ruiz, who has only fought twice.
Yep. 19 years old, managed by Henry Ramirez, as the terrible troll, Mr. Boxing Guru with his bootleg shirts, says, can you ask Josito when he left Henry, did he take Henry's neck with him? And Guru is a guy who has no neck but 8 chins. So I don't know why you're talking, Guru. But make sure you listen to the Boxing Rundown on Mondays, live from Legends Gym. And here we go, Sam Espinoza. Thompson fighters always get matched with tomato cans. Josito?
That's not true. That's not true. You look up my record. No tomato cans. Well, maybe a couple.
And the first 2 fights tonight have been good. Everybody was talking about the Andre Berto fight. Like, what's the deal with Andre Berto?
Andre Berto, man, that's a fight that I would definitely want to run back one more time, and didn't get a fair shake, I believe, but definitely a competitive fight, man. I hope that after my next fight we can run that back sometime. I definitely like to run that one over and get a victory for that one.
And Joe Surratt brought up your knockout of Ulises Peña here.
Oh man, yeah, that's actually one
your
of the
face
fights.
right now was like, oh man.
Yeah, Ulises Peña, who's also a really good fighter, man, gave me a good fight and had a really good knockout on that fight, which was really the fight that gave me a contract with Thompson Boxing.
That's the one?
Winner basically got a contract.
No way.
Knocked him out. There was a little heat before the fight, and he got to the middle of the ring and made a line with his foot and they say, "You're not crossing this line," and got at it and knocked him out in the first, I believe, the second round.
That's the voice of Josecito Lopez. He'll be fighting January 26th against Keith Thurman in Brooklyn, New York. You're watching Leo Ruiz in the red. This is scheduled for 4 rounds against Nam Pham. Second round of action, Beto Duran, Josito Lopez. You're watching Leo Ruiz in the red. It's 35-year-old Nam Pham in the blue. Pham 3-7-1. Our next fight after this, Richard Brewer, who's 2-0. Van Pedro Moreno out of Sacramento. I know Moreno's got a lot of fans on there, but hey, when you start showing up and you start doing things, you get moved on later on the night. You know, Thompson, we don't start our main event till at least midnight. Michael Dutch over Ruben Tamayo, the main event. And for those of you who's going back and forth and watching the ESPN show with Maurice Hooker and Cholo Salcedo, it looks like Hooker went down but got back up. Appreciate the updates on here. Ruckus and Guru, relax. There's no war media here. Yeah, keep the updates coming. If you ever have a chance and you miss something, Thompson Boxing puts all the fights up on their YouTube, so you can go back and check it out. That's actually what a lot of the fighters do now, is they'll go watch the Thompson YouTube to study their next opponent.
Right. You know, I wish somebody has some recorded footage of my first fight. That's one video that I would love to get back. If anybody has
Of your first fight?
Of my very first
Man, you
professional
better ask
debut.
Mandalay Bay Security.
So if somebody has it out there, I'd give a nice little reward for the video of that fight.
You better go and like get the security footage from up on top. Like, that's who has it.
Leo Ruiz doing a really good job
Yeah.
right now, using his height as an advantage and landing some nice strong punches, using the ring very well.
Come on, man. Take it down.
Miguel Cubos, ¿qué dice? Fan wearing the Adidas boxing boots. I don't know why. What glove do you use, Josito?
I use Everlast.
There you go.
Everlast.
Shout out to Ernie Gabion,
Shout out to Ernie.
who sends me gloves I never use, but they look good in my bag. My gloves in my bag, in my cart, man, they look the part. Ruiz 2-0. As Henry Ramirez is telling me, he has a lifestyle, he likes him, only 19 years old, and you can see those traits with him.
Yeah, Ruiz looks good at only 19 years old. Actually just turned pro about 3 months ago. Fighting really good at 6 feet tall from Zacatecas, Mexico. Yep.
Riverside, California. Where's Adam? Know anybody from Riverside? Look, all these guys are like, oh, you don't know what you're missing. Ruckus. They're all trying to sell you their stuff. Come on, man. Just because you get a percentage of it.
Come on. Let's go. Take it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time I'd like to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors like thank Southern California Material Handling, Fortifiber, Belgard,
Dishonest Truth checking in from Houston, Texas. Appreciate you as always. Probably bumping that Paul Wall, aren't you? Or that Chingo Bling. What are you doing up there in Texas? Carlos Carlson checking in. Roberto Bautista también. We're in the third round, scheduled for 4. 19-year-old Leo Ruiz in the red. Nam Pham said in the past he's sparred John Molina. This is a dude who will take a fight 2 days notice, anywhere between 147 and 160.
Actually, Nam Pham has not had an easy road in the pros. All of his 7 losses have been they've had a combined record of 32 wins, no losses, and 1 draw. So He's fought a lot of fighters that were undefeated.
That's another thing. You gotta give him credit for taking it, because he's not a full-time boxer. He made his money or made his career as an MMA fighter. Did you know this? When you box, they pay better than they do in MMA.
And although he's fighting a fighter that's only 2-0 right now, he's not having an easy night.
Yeah, last time Fam was in the record in the ring, fought Jose Alday, kid who was a prospect out of Texas, gave him some fits, did not look good, and then Alday did not get signed on that show. Went on to lose his next fight. I told Fam about that. He's like, really? I gave that guy trouble. I'm like, yeah, you did. I announced that fight for Golden Boy. I was like, man, I thought, they told me this guy took the fight on 24 hours notice, had to get the medicals. Came in, made the weight, that's what he does though. He gives you those fits. Oh. Body shot. The nice one by Leo Ruiz. I like the way Ruiz goes to the body.
Yeah, he mixes it up nice. He's landing some nice uppercuts, some lead hooks to the body. He's really working the ring well too.
Most 19-year-olds don't know how to do that. Well, most pros don't know how to do that.
Yeah, he's has a good ring generalship, and especially for only having 2 pro fights.
Wow. Looks composed. Usually when you're 2-0, guys come out like 1,000 miles an hour, right?
Yeah, I know. Me making my debut and as a young pro, I just threw as many punches as I could throw.
Well, you're Nico Macias? El Soto Caras?
Oh, that was a fight last week, man.
Over 3,000 punches thrown on that one on ESPN.
Congratulations to Jesus Soto Caras, who won a really tough fight.
Yeah. 4th round coming up. Soto Caras, in our fighter meetings, I worked that fight for ESPN with Bernardo Osuna. He was giving us the breakdown of every single fight, like the first 10 fights. He's like, oh, and then I did this, and then this happened. And I'm like, man, you're right. So I pulled up BoxRec as he's talking. He was correcting me. He's like, no, it happened in this round, but they said it happened in that round. I'm like, wow. He remembers every single fight of his career. Do you?
Not at all. I don't remember what I did last weekend.
Oh, man. That's what I was thinking, too. Because something else is so many battles, so many punches, so many fireball shots. Come on. But when it comes to boxing, he remembered every detail. It was pretty cool to be around for that. But then he also said, because I don't know what my wife told me yesterday. I don't know this. When it comes to a fight, it is. 4th and final round. After this, Richard Brewer and Tony Hernandez will get going. Then Pedro Moreno, Eric Aguirre, Michael Dutch over Ruben Tamayo, the main event. Nam Pham, the 35-year-old, trying to make it difficult for the 19-year-old Leo Ruiz in red. Body shot. As Pham trying to stay close. Ruiz trying to move around. Big right hand from Ruiz. You see Pham can take those shots. Looks like Ruiz trying to come in and end this fight, trying to load up.
Yeah, Leo landing some good shots, and Pham taking them really good.
Yeah, aguanta el Pham. Look. Trains MMA every day in his gym, does Pham. Spars 3 times a week for local fighters in the area. Like, hey, I need some rounds. I'll get after you. Has his own YouTube show where he interviews fighters. Vietnamese is Pham. Leo Ruiz getting quality work with Henry Ramirez. As Ruiz lands a nice hook, follow with the right. You can see Ruiz has these tools. But he's fighting a grown man who has those man muscles. You see now snapping back the head of Sam. Uppercut, left hook from Ruiz.
He's got 1 minute left. If he keeps on adding and putting on the pressure and keeps on punching, he might be able to get a stoppage.
You got to go to the body a little bit too, right?
Yeah.
He's headhunting right now.
He's got to mix it up.
There's the body shot. Sam's got that cauliflower ear from the wrestling days. He could take a shot. I've seen him take some shots. He's breathing heavy, but he's trying to cover up his sides also. Big shots landed by Ruiz here in the 4th round. 6 foot, 151, has the size, has the tools. You know he's gonna grow into his body. Fill in. Nice looking Leo Ruiz. Henry Ramirez is telling him to keep an eye on him. I like what I see tonight from him. So he'll go the distance. 4 good rounds between Leo Ruiz and Nam Phan.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 exciting rounds of action, to the judges' scorecards we go for the official decision. Eddie Hernandez Sr. sees it 40-35. Raul Caiz and Fernando Villarreal both see the bout 40-36. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still undefeated from San Bernardino, California, Leo Ruiz.
4 good rounds by Leo Ruiz. The 19-year-old is now 3-0 out of Riverside, California. Looks like he has a bright future training with Henry Ramirez.
For the largest selection of landscape and building supplies in Northern California, come to Silverado Building Materials. Over 25 acres, full-service nursery, and state-of-the-art design center. Silverado is your destination for inspiration. Jackson Road at South Watt.
Back here ringside, Beto Duran, Riverside Rocky, Josito Lopez. And the reason we're here, man who founded Thompson Boxing 18 years ago, the one and only Ken Thompson. Before we speak with Mr. Thompson, we have 3 more fights to go. Richard Brewer, Tony Hernandez, then from Sacramento, Pedro Moreno, Eric Aguirre. Then the main event, Midland, Texas own Michael Dutchover against Ruben Tamayo. It's our final fight of 2018. Thompson Boxing has been in the business for 18 years, and we've had some great fights this year. It's time to look back at the excitement of Thompson Boxing in 2018. And what a year it's been in 2018. Culminating with the champion, Danny Roman. And that's what Thompson Boxing does. Develop these young kids, build them up, and give them an opportunity to fight for world titles. Just like my partner tonight, Josito Lopez. Now back here ringside with Ken Thompson. Yeah, we were looking at the video for 2018. So many good fights that we had this year. You had to be proud of this year.
Oh, this is a fabulous year, as we've had so many in the past, but this year was extra special. We've had some world championship fights. We've had some great shows, so we're really happy.
You're traveled all over the world with Danny, right?
That's right. We've been everywhere.
Japan, now Chicago. Eventually, we're going to get him back in Southern California, right?
Next fight, hopefully.
Okay, next fight. Now, Thompson Boxing continues to grow. This year, we went to Sacramento, went to Salinas, but you're also signing kids in Mexico. Jesus Delgado, Francisco Armenta, and Miguel Madueño. So the stable keeps growing. Why?
Well, because we see talented fighters, so we want to make sure we bring them right here locally and let the fans see the greatest fighters in the world.
Now, we keep talking about Josito. We're joking that not too long ago, he was here, one of the first fights. Now he's look at a suit, look good tonight, kid.
He looks fabulous, as he always did. He was our very first fighter to sign. We saw him from the very beginning. He was fabulous. He won the crowds over. He won the world over. I consider him one of the greatest fighters that ever came from this area, ever.
Oh, man. That's a major compliment. You know what? Thompson gave me the opportunity early on in my career, and because of Thompson and the promotion company, I am where I am today.
And he will be fighting on Fox January 26th. A kid who's trying to get to where Josito's been, and we're still going. Michael Dutchover out of Midland, Texas. You really like him, don't you, Ken?
He's a fabulous fighter. He's certainly he will be a world champion, probably within the next 18 months for sure.
Wow, the one and only Ken Thompson. You see Thompson building materials all over the place. You see the trucks up and down the West Coast, and now you see Thompson Boxing. 18 years, we'll be back with the schedule of what's going on next year as it continues to grow. Because people want us to show up, Ken.
Yeah, that's right. They love it.
They know we have to party with us.
The fan base is fabulous.
As always, thank you, Mr. Thompson. Appreciate you. Coming up next, our next fight. Sonny Franco is in the ring. It's going to be Richard Brewer and Tony Hernandez.
Okay.
Once again, please welcome out of the red corner from Kansas City, Missouri. Here is Antonio Luis Hernandez.
Yeah, he does it on purpose. He wears the Jason mask. Antonio Luis Hernandez, just call him Tony Hernandez, Josito, from Kansas City, Missouri. He actually has that Jason tattoo on his forearm. What up, Guru? You back? Well, then share and let people know what's going on. I know we took that quick break there. Got to get you update. We got to catch our breath here as we have 3 more fights coming your way. Maurice Hooker gets the stoppage over Cholo Salcedo. It's Salcedo's down in Oklahoma City.
His opponent making his way to the ring out of the blue corner from Rancho Cucamonga, California. Here is Richard Brewer. Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the DoubleTree Hotel in Ontario, California, Thompson Boxing Promotions is proud to present the next bout of the evening, scheduled for 4 rounds of action in the junior middleweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout should it go the distance are Eddie Hernandez Sr., Raul Caiz, and Fernando Villarreal. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Dr. Lou Moret. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner to my left. He steps to the ring tonight wearing the red trunks. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 155 pounds even. As a professional, his record stands 1 victory against 5 defeats. Joining us tonight, all the way from Kansas City, Missouri, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Antonio Luis Hernandez. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring on the blue corner. He stepped in the ring tonight wearing the white trunks trimmed with red. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in at a ready 153.1 solid pounds. Tonight, he enters the ring undefeated. 2 wins with 0 losses. One of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Rancho Cucamonga, California, introducing Richard Brewer. Once again, your referee in charge, Dr. Lou Moret, to give the final instructions.
This one's scheduled for 4 rounds. Richard Brewer in the white. Tony Hernandez comes out swinging in the red, coming from Kansas City, Missouri. He will mix it up. I saw him fight, I think the last time he was here for Thompson. He would just go at it, throw bombs with you. Tony Hernandez out of Kansas City, Missouri. Richard Brewer Jr., 2-0, 1 KO. Dr. Lou Moret does not mess around. You know that. How do you do that when a guy just comes in and bull rushes you? What do you do?
You got to try to stay calm and hopefully get his attention with a good, clean, solid punch. Make him think twice.
Valentin Romero, one of fine boxing photographers out there. What up, Val? Did great work with Oscar Valdez recently. Maybe he should be on the boxing rundown. That way people can find out what a photographer takes. And believe it or not, he's a boxing photographer who actually has a real camera, not just his phone.
Yeah, there's a lot of phone cameramen now.
Everybody talks bad about Ellie, but he's got a legit cameraman. So scheduled for Brewer Jr. out of Upland, California. Henry Ramirez in his corner, speaks very highly of this young man. A nice uppercut landed by Brewer in the white. Cool breeze on the back of his trunks. Saw a lot of people with the RB t-shirts in there. Shots landed.
Both trading some good shots in the opening round. Richard Brewer probably getting the best of the combinations, but still a good first round.
Yeah, Tony Hernandez, 1-4, but he'll take on undefeated guys like nothing. Some redness underneath the right eye of Tony Hernandez now. No, that's your best you got, man? Come on, you're better than that comment. Come on, Neno. I expect more from you. Here's
Nice
1, 2, 3, yeah. Now some swelling underneath the left eye of Tony Hernandez. Final seconds of the opening round, only scheduled for 4 between Richard Brewer Jr., Tony Hernandez, Thompson Boxing at the Doubletree in Ontario. Nachos are flowing. Somebody give me a vodka soda, please. What are they booing? What happened? And what's up to everybody watching us on the YouTube pages also? Almighty Diamond, Josecito. Yeah, that is Josecito. Ron Valderrama. Ruben Trujillo, Zarbound, Adam Gomez. Jared McClinchy. Brewer looks okay, not amazing. He's 2-0. It's the first round. Matthew Zuniga, if you're in Rancho Cucamonga watching, how come you're not here at the Doubletree in Ontario, bro?
Right, that's too close to
Right?
the Doubletree to not come.
I mean, that's like 2 exits over. There's people that are hanging out the Ontario Mills for 3 hours to make sure they didn't miss it. That's the swirling underneath both eyes of Tony Hernandez in the red. Richard Brewer in the white. 2-0, 1 KO.
Both making their pro debut this year.
Yep.
Richard Brewer last fought about 2 months ago, had a second round KO versus Edward Aceves.
Yep.
And Antonio last fought this year, not long ago. He has had 7 fights this year, all 7 fights here this year.
Kelly Thompson, what's happening? Your dad was talking about you right now. Alex Wilbur says, what's up, Jose?
What's up, Alex?
Mike Munguia, I live in Santa Clarita. And? John Molina Jr. Hey, you just saw him this week at the Fox Lot at the press conferences.
Yeah, we were just together a couple days ago.
Yeah.
3 days ago, to be exact.
Who's John fighting? John, who are you fighting?
John has a fight coming up in February.
They announced like 18 fights that day, so I couldn't. That was pretty cool, though, the Fox Lot, the way they bring you in there. That's where they do the NFL shows. And what at the Charter Oak, Molina? And it doesn't matter where you live, Munguia. Thompson Boxing Facebook stream is here for you. We have people watching all over the world. That's why we do it. Oh, Figueroa. That's who he's fighting.
Right, yes.
Ah.
Both fighters always fan friendly. Great fight to be expected, and
When they're in
you
the
don't
ring.
want to miss that one.
When they're in the ring. When they show up for the ring. Not you, John. Monica Fernandez supporting Brewer from Mazatlan, Sinaloa. Are you for real? Everybody, hey, I ain't gonna question Mazatlan, but that's cool. Good shots landed by Brewer. Doesn't look like a kid who's only 2-0. And I said that about Leo Ruiz, but he has that controlledness, right? That little, he's a calm about him.
I think his nickname's Cool Breeze for a reason.
Yep, got hit with the right at the end of the bell, though. Aaliyah Blanco said, let's go, Richard. Love you, cousin.
I noticed that every single round, Antonio comes in first one to swing. He wants to be the first one to land punches. Richard Brewer automatically gets his attention within 10 seconds and starts landing more significant punches.
That's his approach, though, right? Trying to come in hard and then hopefully catch him with one. Well, if you know what he's doing. Third round, some swelling underneath the left eye of Tony Hernandez. Yeah, everybody's nephew's fighting right now, all right? We got it. Guru, you can't be clowning your fighter, bro. You're the one all about him. Good 1-2 from Brewer. Alex Bell, Brewer needs to learn the jab. His jab is awful. 2 fights.
I don't know about an awful jab, but he could throw it a little bit more, but it's part of growing as a fighter. He's going to learn to throw it more, but it's a 4-round fight, so he wants to get in there a little aggressive and get his attention from his opponent.
This Brewer is bleeding from his nose. With 2 fights.
2 fights. A little early to be judging him.
And that's also something that I've learned when working with Doug Fisher and Steve Kim over the years, that most young fighters don't want to use their jab or don't use it because they have that power early on because your opponents aren't exactly giving you resistance, right?
Right. You know what? Especially going in there on the 4-round fights. You going in there with tension and you want to let your hands go and you know it's only 4 rounds and you know, you really want to land some significant punches early on, and you get a little over-aggressive at times.
All right, Alex Bell, now he says it's just lazy.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's lazy because they are throwing strong punches, but, you know, not relying on the jab, which is something that they'll learn later on.
How long before you started throwing jabs?
I barely learned how to throw a jab not too long ago.
So you're lazy.
Yeah.
Your jab is awful.
Yeah, my jab is awful. You know, you learn the significance of a jab once it's emphasized in your training, and how it creates openings for other punches. Yeah. And the more you use it, the more you get comfortable throwing it.
Third round done. Fourth and final round. Now Alex Bell said, the kid's a good fighter. I'm just a firm believer in the jab being your bread and butter. That's all. No disrespect. That comment, I'm right there with you, bro.
Exactly, yeah.
But you started off with his jab is awful.
Start off with something nice. Shout out to my cousin Omar Montes Lopez watching us.
Jeez, how many names he got?
I know, right? He's Mexican. Watching us from Modesto, California.
Richard Brewer in the white. Tony Hernandez from Kansas City, Missouri in the red. After this, Pedro Moreno, then Michael Dutchover, as Alex Capanova believes in having fights go all the distances. Josito worth of work. I mean, we'll get a main event going at 1 in the morning.
We're in for a long night. No knockout so far.
Yeah, they've all gone the distance. Arnold Dinon, Mario Hernandez, and Leo Ruiz going the distance. And John Molina, yes, Nam fan did fight. The one before this, he went the distance. And he did mention that you guys had sparred together, so we gave you that shout out. Troy Williams, what's happening in Stockton, home of the Ports? Daniel Reyes Jr. Oh, we got graphics on the broadcast now? Look at you.
Wow.
You get Steve Kim leaves. Josito comes in. Now we got graphics. Look at you guys stepping it up. I got you, Alex Bell, man. Deshaun Prather, he told me Kansas City, Missouri, he's got a Royals tattoo on his forearm. That's what Tony Hernandez said. Appreciate you guys watching. As I told Josito today, I'm like, dude, I'm going to react to everybody on the Facebook. I've been saying he's from Kansas City, Missouri. Jeez. Richard Brewer and Tony Hernandez. 30 seconds to go in the fight. Good scrap.
Come on!
Hey, Alan Bell, somebody just yelled, use that jab. See, they heard you. And you learn these things as you progress. It's only a second fight. There's a reason they're not main events. There's a reason they're not 6-rounders yet. Learning experience.
Yep.
Keep on going.
At the end of the fight, you just got to go back and work on the stuff that you can improve on and get better the next fight.
And Tony Hernandez will fight anybody, anywhere. Dude, he's better than his record indicates. That'll do it. Coming up next, Pedro Moreno. Then after that, Michael Dutchover. Iram Sanchez, saludos de Odessa, Texas, puro Josito Lopez. Coming up next, Moreno from Sacramento, Eric Aguirre.
Saludos, Iram Sanchez. Thank you for the support.
Henry's done, so he better bring me my vodka. Last show of the year, right? I can.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 exciting rounds of action to the judges' scorecards, we go for the official decision. Eddie Hernandez, he's at 39-37, while Raul Caiz and Fernando Villarreal both see about 40-36, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated from Rancho Cucamonga, California, Richard Brewer.
He stays undefeated. You hear the big ovation for the local fighter, Richard
Inside the ring
Brewer
at this time
Jr.
to present-
is now 3-0. Coming up next, Pedro Moreno, Eric Aguirre, and then Michael Dutchover, Ruben Tamayo. Beto Duran alongside Josecito Lopez. Riverside Rocky, who's fought many times inside this venue. As Thompson Boxing does, what they do is afterwards they put together the fighters. What do you say right there? Like, all right, you just beat me. Like, did they used to do this when you fought?
Yeah, actually, yes. Yes, we get up there and we get presented a reward with some of the sponsors, and we're there with our opponent.
But then you're like, what if you don't like to do that, or what if like it's controversial?
Yeah, you just gotta hope that the opponent's not bitter or a sore loser, right?
And some of them with these like Mexican dudes that come here, they've never, most of these guys have been fighting in like a Rancho Grande bar in TJ, right? Like, so then they're in a nice venue, and they're like, oh, here's a plaque. You gotta stay. Like, what? Like, what's going on here? And right now, boxing is so important. You have a lot of people that this is their second job. The judges or the referees, the people in the corner, and we're gonna be taking a chance to honor Dr. Lou Moret, referee tonight, who is gonna be retiring as a referee, as Sonny Franco is inside the ring. And Dr. Lou, as PhD, he's still going to be involved in the sport of boxing, but tonight's his last night as a referee. And Sonny Franco is in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special presentation. We have a young man inside the ring with us we want to recognize, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little bit about him. He has refereed over 200 world championship fights in over 15 countries. He's been a referee, ladies and gentlemen, for over 36 years. He's a U.S. Army veteran, and tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we want to recognize him for his many tremendous years given to the boxing community as he gets ready to head to retirement as a referee. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a big round of applause for the legendary boxing referee, Dr. Lou Moret. At this time, President of Thompson Boxing Promotions, Mr. Kenny Thompson, would like to present Dr. Lou Moret with a medal of appreciation for his many years of service.
Well, Lou, we're losing a great referee, but the world's gaining a great judge. We'll look forward to seeing you in the big seat from now on. You've done a great job for so many people and for so many fighters. I can't begin to thank you enough. Thank you for your service.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary referee, Dr. Lou Moret.
Cool to see the recognition for Dr. Lou Moret all over the world.
Salute, Lou Moret.
And like a typical referee, as soon as his fight was done, he walked out of the ring. Our crew actually had to go grab him to come back. Come on, Sonny, you gonna take the selfie? Sonny's telling the ring girl to take the picture of him. That's awesome. Most times the ring girls are like, yeah, I'll take a picture with you. He's like, no, here you go. Beto Duran, Josecito Lopez here ringside. Right now, somebody's asking, Josecito, who is harder, Canelo, Berto, or Maidana?
They all hit hard. Put on 8-ounce gloves and they all hit hard.
Oh, man. You know, it's hard. These fights, because when you go the distance in Oliver, your voice starts getting tired, bro. Alex, come on, bro. Sonny Franco, bringing our co-main.
All right, fight fans, let's get the action going once again. Please welcome out of the red corner from Baja California, Tijuana, Mexico. Here is Eric Monkey Aguirre. And now please welcome his opponent, making his way to the ring from Zacualco de Torres, Jalisco, Mexico, by way of Sacramento, California. Here is Pedro El Gallito Moreno.
El Muchacho Alegre is in the ring. This is how he walked into. Sonny Franco, always alegre.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the DoubleTree Hotel in Ontario, California, Thompson Boxing Promotions is proud to present the co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 6 rounds of action in the junior welterweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout should it go the distance are Eddie Hernandez Sr., Raul Caiz, and Fernando Villarreal. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Zach Young. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner to my left. He steps to the ring tonight wearing the navy blue trunks trimmed with silver. When he stepped onto the scale, he went in officially at 136.1 solid pounds. Tonight, as a professional, he enters the ring with a record consisting of 6 victories against 9 defeats with 1 about even. 4 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, de Baja California, Tijuana, Mexico, introducing Eric Monkey Aguirre. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He steps in the ring tonight wearing the camo trunks with the colors of Mexico. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 139.5 solid pounds. As a professional, he steps in the ring tonight undefeated. 9 wins with 0 losses. 5 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, from Zacualco de Torres, Jalisco, Mexico, by way of Sacramento, California, here is Pedro El Gallito Moreno. Once again, your referee in charge, Zach Young, to give the final instructions.
Zach Young, the third man in the ring. We're ready to go. The teletape, this one for 6 rounds. The difference in age and weight. As Moreno and Aguirre, the co-feature tonight. And Michael Margado, I'm right there with you, man. That cap is sweet. Doubletree Hotel in Ontario. Beto Duran, Josecito Lopez, Riverside Rocky. We're my partner tonight. Thanks for everybody joining us on the Facebook. Make sure you guys share. As all the fighting is done, you know, it's Thompson Boxing After Dark. We take care of you. Here's our co-feature, Moreno in, well, you can see his name, it's Pedro, right across the trucks. Sacramento, 9-0, 5 KOs, recently signed to Thompson this year. Eric Aguirre, nicknamed Monkey, from Tijuana. He's 6'9" and 1. Should be a good test for Moreno as he steps up. It gets a fighter with more experience. Gallito is the nickname for Moreno. He's got the marketing down. He's got the sponsorships. He's got the logo. He's got the nice trunks. He's got a gallo that comes in with him dressed up. The main event will be Michael Dutchover. That is next. Make sure you guys share your comments. Let people know you're watching it right now. Question from Josecito. We're taking them. Start getting a little bit more serious as the fights progress. Maria Rodriguez, Riverside in the house. We saw a Riverside fighter with the victory earlier, Leo Ruiz. Moreno fought his last one at the Storm House in Salinas last month.
Yeah, Pedro attacking, coming forward, but still coming in strong, very smart, being patient.
Yeah, as you progress in your career, the fights get longer. Now we're 6 rounds. You can't just come out 1,000 miles an hour right away.
Yeah, no, this is his 10th pro fight, so it shows that he has some experience inside the ring.
I think they're chanting monkey in the crowd. Okay, there's a Pedro chant. Lily Aloha, can I take Steve Kinn's place? Why are you trying to take money away from Josecito? Damn. I mean, I know he makes all that money fighting on TV, but still. You don't even know. Thompson Boxing, we get a coupon for nachos, man. Did you get your coupon for the nachos?
No, what? I missed out on that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hey, where's Jeanette at? Seriously, when you get here, your check has the coupon for nachos.
Well, I made sure I got the check, but I missed out on the nachos.
See, somebody took your coupon, bro. Second round, there we go. Everybody's your cousin today, huh? Everybody wants to be cousin. Animo primo. I got primo. Here we go, primo. Albert Baker, what's happening? Under the hand wraps. Do a great job. Make sure you guys follow Under the Hand Wraps. Josecito, December 15th, Mauricio Herrera. There's the coupon. Yeah, Jeanette.
Got it. Oh, thank you, Jeanette.
Wait, she can hear us? I guess so. You can hear us? Oh, wow. Jeanette Gonzalez. Oh, man. I didn't know she could hear us. She has the headset on. But, man. All right. Yeah, so Jeanette Gonzalez is the best ever.
The best.
The best. Gets his own check right away.
How do I like training with Robert Garcia?
Yeah,
I
go
love
back
it.
to that.
The best trainer there is out there. Has made a difference, and you'll see it January 26th, the biggest difference that has made for me.
When is Dutchover coming to Texas? Man, don't be asking political questions. Just tell your local council member to get it done out there. Hey, no, we got the coupon for real, though. We'll show it between rounds. It says 1 hot dog, 1 taco, 1 soft drink. Sandra Perez, what's up in Vegas? Lily says, forget it. I don't want your job. You're going to break my jaw like you did Victor Ortiz. You got it? Hey, for real, here it is. Here's the coupon. I told Cito I already have mine. Put it away. There you go. Ramiro watching in Watsonville. Pedro Moreno, as Lukey Boxing tells us, that Moreno does punch hard. He does. There he is, lands it, snapping back the head of Aguirre. Some horrendous underneath the left eye of Aguirre. Good jab from Pedro Moreno. Uppercut, body work. As Aguirre is hurt, he's in the corner. He's trying to get away. As Moreno starting to pour it on here. Bouncing off the ropes. Aguirre turned his back and it is over. As Pedro Moreno has stopped Eric Aguirre in the second. Rafa Moreno, right now, after the way this guy looked, everybody's gonna be claiming it's his cousin. As Pedro Moreno, El Gallito looks good with a second round stoppage. That's what you gotta do, right, Josito? Have a guy hurt, jump on him, right?
Right, you got to finish impressive. One thing's looking good, and another one's going in for the kill at the right moment, and that's what he did. He saw weakness, he saw that he hurt Eric Aguirre, and he went in for the kill.
You see the replays. Aguirre was hurt. He was just running, trying to get away. Like when a guy bounces off the ropes, you got to know.
Yeah, Aguirre at that point was just trying to survive, trying to get through the round, and the referee went in and saved him.
Alex Bell, I love you, man. He has a great jab, he said.
Yeah, Pedro was a little more patient, but you gotta remember, Pedro has 10 fights now. The noticeable jab that you were calling, the fighter only had 2 fights, so
that's a great point.
It's a big difference of experience. You know, when that fighter gets to 10 fights, I'm sure he'll use his jab a lot more.
All right, Rafa Moreno, I believe you're his cousin, but we're joking with you because everybody says that they're related here on the show. Raspy Smile, Javier Gonzalez, California, what's happening? Everybody watching on the YouTube. Sonny Franco, that's my cousin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes to 1 minute 13 seconds of the second round. Referee Zach Young puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by way of a knockout and still undefeated, Pedro El Gallito Moreno.
As they play his jam.
At this time, please welcome from Triple H Plastering and his beautiful wife.
That's how we do it at 916. What's happening, everybody in the Sacramento area, the 916? As everybody's primo stays undefeated, he's got the hat on right there. Pedro Moreno, he's now 10-0, his 6th stoppage. Beto Duran, Josecito Lopez, you having fun?
I'm having a great time, man. Finally, we get a knockout. Thank you, Pedro Moreno.
Right?
He looked impressive in his 10th fight today.
I told you it's different, like working with me, because not that we mess around, but we have fun with it. Like I told you, it's gonna be completely different than any TV broadcast you've ever done. I'm not gonna have like a "Hey, how you doing, boys?" I'm gonna just come out and have fun. So like we're interacting with the people, and you guys have an opportunity right now. If you guys, we have 2 minutes before the next fight. So if you have questions with Josito, get them in right now, and we'll take advantage of it. January 26th, Josito Lopez will be fighting Keith Thurman at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to Biggie and everybody else out there. When did they approach you for this fight? How did that come through?
It's been a fight that's been in the works, silently in the background for several months, but with the help of my management, Mikey Garcia, and my training staff, Robert Garcia Training Academy, you know what, we got it made, and we got the fight that I wanted. So I'm ready for the opportunity.
Now, you just said it, the fight you wanted. Why did you want Thurman?
Because I want to fight the best, man. The best comes out of me when I fight the best, and he's one of them. And I want to prove myself, and what better than to prove myself against one of the best? And you know, you're going to find out all the improvements that I've had throughout the last couple of years.
All right, right here, Ali Mauricio. Who you got, Josito?
Ooh, that's a good fight, man. That's coming up. Mauricio is a fellow Riversidean, man, from the area. I got to stay root for Mauricio, but it's going to be a tough fight.
Now our main event, Michael Dutch over Ruben Tamayo. Coming up, they sat down with the Thompson Boxing cameras.
The reason for my nickname is pretty funny actually. The early stages of my career, my nickname was Pollo or Chicken, but my trainers never liked that. So they decided to change my nickname when I turned professional, and they call me Canelito, which is little cinnamon, and that's because of my skin complexion. It's a real pleasure for me to be back here in Ontario. I want to thank the promoter for bringing me back again. Last time that I was here, my outing wasn't what I expected. I've worked very hard for this fight, and I've trained very hard, and I know my opponent is a very tough guy, but I want things to go my way tomorrow, and that's why I prepared very hard. My preparation was extremely hard. I'm actually coming off a win, which I had in my town of Obregón, Mexico, against a very tough opponent. So needless to say, I've been preparing really, really hard. This has been a very long camp since the last fight till now. And obviously what I want to do tonight is to show myself and show the world that I'm not a washed up opponent, and I'm here to win and take a victory with me. I have a message for my fans, the people that are going to be watching me on the stream, that they know that I fight to the last, and I do my very best to win at all times. I am prepared, and I know how hard this challenge is going to be, but I'm going to be ready. I want to take this victory home, and I want to make everybody proud.
Fighting a day after my birthday, and I told everybody that I'm giving myself my own present. That's to get my hand raised Friday night for my birthday. At 21 years old, I am a prospect now, and I want to show the world that I mean business in this game, and I belong at the top-notch level with these guys, and matching up with great opponents, and I'm gonna keep taking them out. I had a great knockout of the year. Everybody's seen it a couple fights ago, and it went viral. I'm looking forward to giving knockouts like that to the fans. People love to see knockouts, and I want to keep that going. My past 3 haven't gone the distance, and I'm not looking forward for tomorrow to going the distance. Ruben Tamayo is a great boxer. He's left-handed also, and he's been in the ring with top-notch names, and I'm the next one, and he's gonna feel my power tomorrow. I'm looking forward to walking him down, and I'm gonna break his will tomorrow. Message to everybody in Midland, Texas, Santa Fe Springs, all of California, Texas. I'm looking forward to putting a great performance for you guys. Thank you to all my supporters, Iconic Apparel, West Texas Boulevard Knights, Everlast, Ernie. We're gonna be victorious tomorrow.
Here we go, fight fans. Let's get the action going once again. Please welcome under the red corner, from Ciudad Obregón, Sonora, Mexico, here is Ruben Canelito Tamayo. And now please welcome his opponent out of the blue corner from Midland, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Michael, the West Texas Warrior, Dutchover.
4-3-2. Go hard. That's the song he's coming into. Michael Dutch over, the West Texas Warrior. Say that 5 times really fast. Undefeated Dutch over 11-0, 8 KOs. And everybody in Westlaco, everybody in Midland, everybody in Odessa, everybody in Harlingen,
Big Springs.
Big Springs. Where else? Amarillo. North Texas, home of the Mean Green. Share. Let it go. And Michael Dutchover is inside the ring right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thompson Boxing Promotions is proud to present the feature attraction, as this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Executive Officer Andy Foster, Chairman John Caravelli, Timekeeper Willie Ariola, ringside physicians Dr. Jeff Roberts and Kelly Tucker. Your judges ringside, should the bout go the distance, are Eddie Hernandez Sr., Raul Canis, and Fernando Villarreal. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, veteran referee, refereeing for the last time for Thompson Boxing Promotions, Dr. Lou Moret. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner to my left. He steps to the ring tonight wearing the black trunks trimmed with white and gold. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 134 pounds even. As a professional, his record stands 25 victories against 11 defeats with 4 bouts even. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight from Ciudad Obregón, Sonora, Mexico, here is Ruben Canelito Tamayo. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He steps to the ring tonight wearing the camel trunks trimmed with gold. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 134 pounds even. Tonight, he steps in the ring undefeated. 11 wins with 0 losses. 8 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Midland, Texas, introducing the hard-hitting Michael, the West Texas Warrior, Dutchover. Once again, your referee in charge, Dr. Lou Moret.
Dr. Lou Moret.
Rounds of action in the lightweight division.
Dr. Lou Moret in for the last time as a referee. The difference in age and definite experience is Michael Dutchover, 21 years old yesterday, 11-0. Ruben Tamayo, 27-11-4. Tamayo, though, has been in there for a lot of battles in his career. Beto Duran, Josecito Lopez here at the main event, Thompson Boxing in Ontario, the Doubletree Hotel. 18th year of business for Thompson Boxing, the final show of 2018. Appreciate you guys checking in on the Facebook and also on the YouTube. If you can, share it, let people know what's going on. It's the only fight going on right now. ESPN is done. NBA's done. So share it, let us know also where you're watching it from. And by the way, stop fighting on the comments, man. You guys are arguing over spam. Guru shows up, y todos se ponen a pelear. Let's go, let's watch this good one. Main event, 8-round schedule between Dutchover and Tamayo. And Josecito, you were here when Dutchover had an impressive knockout not too long ago.
Yeah, he had a really good showing his last time up, and I'm really impressed, man. A fighter with only 11 fights, and already 8 of them coming by way of knockout. So not only looking good, but finishing the job early.
Christian Blaine writes, Michael used to be my sparring partner since we were like 8 years old. Used to call him the ghost. People say, why? Is it because you can't see him? Always think he'd be a beast. Here he is as the main event.
And the more he keeps on winning like this, the more guys are going to keep coming up that saying, hey, I once sparred with him. I used to spar with him.
Hey,
that's what happens.
What about you? You go and you fight Canelo, right? And then how many people were like, hey, remember me? We used to spar when we were like 9?
I get that still today.
And you know they were probably just in the gym when you were sparring somebody else, right?
Yeah, it's always like that. They saw me spar. Or they were at the gym when I sparred, but it's okay.
Nah, that's cool, though. But that just shows, like, your personality. People want to have that connection with you.
Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily have to spar somebody, but it is a personal connection when you spar somebody for, more than once. You get to share the ring with somebody. It's personal. Michael Dutchover fighting a guy with experience, a veteran of 40 professional fights. He's actually fought about 11 times fighting scheduled 10-round fights. So he's got some experience.
Yeah, he lost to Jesus Cuellar back in 2014. That's the big profile name for him.
Yeah, he's also lost to somebody that's fought here, Efren Esquivias in 2014.
Oh, he fought him?
He fought Efren,
Dude, how
yes.
about this? I coached Efren in JV baseball.
No way.
Back
right?
when he was a baseball player. And then he didn't finish the season because he got into a fight. And look at him, and then he became a boxer. Should have known. Should have known. Kevin Chavez, 432, all the way from Midtown. Let's go Dutchover. Guru, whatever. Little Team Nike here. Hector Vega watching us in Seattle. What's happening? Jerry Arias, Titan Edge Athletics. Nobody wants to be Dutchover's cousin right now, I guess. All right, good. Ruben Tamayo, Ciudad Obregón, Sonora, Mexico. Midland, Texas is where Michael Dutchover is from. Have you ever seen that movie, Friday Night Lights?
Yep.
I would say, if you ever read the book, I know you guys didn't. But the movie, Friday Night Lights, or the TV show, Friday Night Lights, that's Odessa, Paramount, not too far from there. That's where Dutchover is from. So when people say, hey, how come you guys don't come to Midland? Because it's a small city, and it takes a lot of investment to get there. So they've been working on it. They're trying to get Dutchover a fight in Texas, but it's going to take a lot of the support of the businesses and the community there. Everybody says, I'll go to the fight, but then they never show up. But Dutchover has a big following. He now lives with Danny Zamora, his trainer. He actually lived with Danny's mom. Rents a room out there. And for him, moving to Southern California after graduate high school, that's like him going to college. And that's what he's done. He's sparred some of the best around. Was in camp with Oscar Valdez. When Oscar Valdez had a camp in Guadalajara, he went down there. Valdez raves about him.
And after his fight, now Michael Dutchover can have some of Danny Zamora's mom's tamales. She's famous for her tamales.
For real?
Famous for her tamales all over Southern California.
Man, Danny's been holding out, bro.
Yeah, no, I've picked some up almost every holiday season, every year for the past 5 years.
But Christian Blaine, make sure you guys ask him about me after the fight, since you guys want to dog me about being a partner. Christian, we're not dogging you. We're talking about the other people we're going to all of a sudden claim them. Yeah, Midland High Pride. Hilda Zamora is the best. Good shot landed by Dutchover.
Nice over right hand by Dutchover. He's landing some good body punches. Really coming in strong now.
Hey, you bring up the tamales right here. Tamales are the 100. Everybody is.
Yeah, if anybody's anywhere near Santa Fe Springs, contact Danny Zamora. His mom makes the best tamales, man.
Have to get down with that. Danny does a good job with Dutchover, also with Ruben Torres, who's here in attendance. 100 Torres. Nice young prospect that Thompson Boxing has. Good shot.
Michael really finding an opening with his over right hand, with Tamayo keeping his left hand a little low and just being able to sneak in that right hand right on top.
If you guys see the comment from Jerry Arias, that's Michael's strength and conditioning coach, Titan Edge Athletics. Pretty cool video if you guys go and check out Titan Edge Instagram or YouTube about what Dutchover did for this camp. Explosiveness and strength and conditioning. So we're in the main event. Third round of action coming your way. And if you guys notice in between rounds, sometimes you won't hear the music. Well, because it's Facebook and YouTube, sometimes if the songs go out and all of a sudden the artist is like, hey, you got to pay me. So that's why. Beto Duran, Josecito Lopez here, watching Michael Dutchover. Y saludos, como siempre, a nuestro gran amigo, don José Vitela. Y como usted, don José, yo tampoco sé que es un guru. Más a platican y hablan. And Randolph Galanto, there ain't no white guys here. Michael Dutchover, Midland, Texas. Ruben Tamayo, Obregón, Mexico. Tamayo, the southpaw. He's been around for a while. Battles. His brother Miguel Tamayo also fights. Dutchover has the Mexican roots. A body shot from Dutchover. That Tamayo got him. You see Ernie from Everlast standing up. Everlast gloves doing work. That's one of those where I'm just going to take that knee. Dutchover sensing something. Overhand right, left hook. Another body shot from Dutchover.
The West Texas Warrior looking strong, coming in strong. He's I have to throw it out there. He was a good cross-country runner in high school. He ran a 3-miler in 16:10, and I have to just throw it out there. He wasn't faster than me.
What'd you run it in?
I ran it in 15:30.
You ran cross-country in high school?
Yes, I ran cross-country in high school. My team won the state championship in 2001. I was the team captain that year.
What school?
Rubidoux High School.
Oh, it's Dutchover. Smothering some of his punches, though. Got to give himself room to work. Hey, when you drop a guy to a body shot, what do afterwards? Like,
you got a sense. You got a sense if he's if that was enough, or you got to keep investing to the body or not. But usually when you go to the body, the hands start getting lower. So
again, and it is over. Dr. Lou Moret has stopped it. Michael Dutchover.
That was enough.
Third round stoppage. He turned 21 yesterday. Happy birthday, Michael. As Tamayo saying, I can keep going. Moret put his hands up like it's over, right? The commission's there, the doctor's there.
Follow us on all social media from Thompson Boxing Promotions.
Wait, are we done?
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Moret said it's over. Tamayo's like, he just told Dutchover, you want to fight? Moret said it's done. Like, Tamayo's trying to tell Dutchover, let's keep going.
Don't forget to follow us on all social media.
All right, so it's done.
Follow us on Instagram, follow us, hashtag Thompson Boxing Promotions. Don't forget to.
Yeah, Moret jumped in right away and waved his hands off after the. As Tamayo went down for the second time. Man, I didn't even finish my drink. They brought me a vodka soda. I didn't even get a chance to finish it. as Tamayo's in that corner of Dutchover. So everybody in Midland, Texas, check out the replays. Here you go, Josito. That was from earlier in the fight.
Landed a good body punch, good left hook to the body. And Lou Moret thought Tamayo had enough. After taking a few seconds on the floor,
yeah, he
Tamayo
jumped in right away.
Tamayo wanted more.
Oh, that got him. And look, he jumped in right away. But it looked like he kind of went down just to catch himself, right?
Yeah, I did. But, you know, I got to give praise to Lou Moret, refereeing his last fight before his retirement.
So that'll do it. As Dutchover with body shots gets his 9th stoppage. He's now 12-0. That work with Titan Edge and Coach Jerry. That strength and conditioning. Yep. As you get older, you start getting those man muscles, doing everything right. And he gets the victory tonight. Does Michael Dutchover wearing the camouflage. So everybody in Midland, Texas, representing the 432. All right, everybody can claim that they used to spar him now. Sonny Franco is in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 2 minutes, 15 seconds of round number 3. Referee Dr. Lou Moret puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by way of a knockout from Midland, Texas, Michael, the West Texas Warrior, Dutchover.
Hey, don't hang up, anybody. Hey, don't log out, because we're going to bring Dutchover to here. And I'm going to ask him about these sparring partners. So all you guys that are claiming to be related to him, I'm going to ask Dutchover if you know him.
Mr. Christian Ramos.
Salvo Carrillo, yeah, you sparred him. As Michael Dutchover will be coming over, we're going to talk to him. It's the last show of 2018.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, follow us on
we'll
all social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
There's
on
your
Instagram,
hit,
it's
Ruben
hashtag
Tamayo.
Thompson
If you guys want, you can go back and check out all
the
the
fantastic
Thompson Boxing
2018
social media.
season. We hope to see you in 2019. February will begin the 2019
Eric Mancha, it's not
season.
about showing
For
up,
more
it's about
information, you go
getting
to
the venues done right.
www.thompsonboxing.com
That's what's
for
gonna
more
be the
information,
difference
or call the
as we
front
gotta
office.
figure it out.
We hope to see you in 2019. Thanks for your support. We'll see you again inside the ring.
How much did Dutchover get him? So good night of boxing as Arnold Dinon, Mario Hernandez, Leo Ruiz, Richard Brewer went the distance in their victories. Pedro Moreno gets a second round stoppage. Michael Dutchover gets a stoppage also. Beto Duran, Josecito Lopez. Man, I would tell him to hurry up, but. Michael, hurry up! Let's go! Come on! Who's directing this over here? Yeah. Damn, they didn't even take your gloves are still on. Here we go. Real quick, Michael Dutchover with the headphones on. It's the, take your, no, you got your mouthpiece in?
Yeah.
I ain't touching that. Where's your trainer?
AG2G, baby.
Hey, wait, you had 5 trainers right now. Jerry, take his mouthpiece out. I ain't touching that. Take his mouthpiece out. Wait. Hold on. I'll take a minute. You had 8 trainers, 3 managers, and they leave you alone. You still got your gloves on here before the commission takes you away. First of all, happy birthday. Send out your shout outs to the 432.
432 Midland, Texas. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I read all of them yesterday, but I was focused, so I didn't respond to many. But thank you to everybody. Wish me happy birthday. And look forward to a big 2019 from Team Dutchover. All glory to God. You know, we're pushing for the best.
Now, what did the guy tell you at the end? What did Tamayo say?
He still wanted to go, and I respected that, you know, and even if he was going to go, I was going to punish him more. But, you know, I respect him as a fighter, and I have to respect the ref's decision. He said he didn't want him to continue, so that was it.
Now, for this camp, you did a lot of work with Jerry Arias at Titan Edge. You're improving your muscles, your strength and conditioning, and we saw you attacking the body. Was that the game plan right away?
Yes, right. I feel like every fight I'm getting more experience and learning more with my coach, my head coach, Danny Zamora, and I'm getting better conditioning with my strength and conditioning coach, Jerry Arias, and we're continuing to get better. And I had a late replacement of my opponent, and it was a left-hander. I was part of right-handers all camp, but I was prepared for whatever. I had a lot of amateur fights, so I've seen it all, and, you know, so it was a good thing to be able to adapt really quick, and I felt that it showed that today. After I got loose, like after the first round, I felt kind of tight, and then my coach told me to loosen up, and then I did.
Yeah, you can see that your amateur experience definitely showed. You got comfortable and then started landing some good shots. You invested to the body, and,
Yes, sir.
and it paid off, man. So you did a great job again.
Thank you, Josecito. I'm looking forward to you fighting Thurman. Looking forward to watching you. It's going to be a great
Thank
fight.
you, man. Thank
Hey,
you.
sir.
do you remember everybody you sparred as a kid?
As a kid, no.
There's a guy on here named Christian said he sparred you.
Christian Lopez, yeah, that's my boy from Snyder, Texas.
Okay,
Shout
all
out to
right,
Snyder.
Christian, you're legit. But they called you the Ghost before that?
He gave me the name The Ghost because he said in the ring he couldn't find me.
You know how much easier it would be for me to say the Ghost instead of the West Texas Warrior? Come on, man.
I know.
All right, the Dutchover family, is all the Dutchovers related?
Yes.
Okay, there's
Some
one
of them.
person said we're all related.
Yeah, we are. It's
All right.
Anthony Dutchover, everybody knows him. That's the main man. And so,
All right, go get your gloves off. Enjoy your birthday. See, look, he's fine. You need a new corner, man. Look, they
I'm
all
still
ditched
ready to
you.
go.
Where's your trainer? Where's your manager? Where's your dad? Nobody's helping you out here.
Get
And
some
my
mitt
pops
work
is right
right
there.
now in the back.
Right, exactly. Happy
well,
birthday to you.
Thank you, Beto.
Way to show out 2018.
Yes, sir.
For Josecito Lopez, Michael
Josecito.
Dutchover, Paul Rivera, everybody on the crew, Mr. Thompson, Alex Campanova, Jeanette Gonzalez, I'm Beto Duran. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for interacting with us on the Facebook. Go and share a like, and we will be back in January. As always, thank you for watching Thompson Boxing